Hello and welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am here to do the May love reading for the sign of Gemini. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't know if I want to. Let's just say Sun, Moon, and Rising for this. Don't know why, but that's what Spirit said in my head. So, Sun, Moon, Rising. Usually I say in Venus, but I don't know why. Maybe Venus is not relevant this month, in the month of May. And if you're a cross watcher, just keep in mind that the energies could be reversed. You could be the person I'm talking about, or you could be the person that you're watching for. All right, we're going to get into it, Gemini. Let's see. I don't always do all the readings the same, so if you are a cross watcher, it may or may not be done exactly like one of the other signs was done. I am an intuitive energy reader, and I am clairaudient, and I listen to what the voice in my head recommends and pushes into kind of my space, my awareness. All right. Dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it. Make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection. Cast my ego to the outside so I may be a clear channel for spirit messages. Cast my viewers' ego to the outside so they may be a clear receiver of spirit messages. So I'm going to be looking at past, present, and future energies. I'd like you to take a moment to concentrate on the person on your heart and mind in the month of May. The person on your heart and mind, Gemini. We're going to take a look at the energy. I will be looking at thoughts, feelings, intentions, future action. I will be getting you some messages from your person. So stick around toward the end for that. And then I will get you advice from Spirit. All right. All right. For my Geminis for the month of May. That one wants to come out. Hanged Man. Spirit said put that up there. I don't know why. Maybe that's the current energy. I don't know. We'll clarify. But I am looking at past, present, and future energies. Thank you, thank you. All right, past, present, future. All right, bottom of the deck. Ooh, there could be an awakening happening here. All right, let me sit with this energy for a moment. All right, let's focus on this past energy. We have the Four of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Hermit. So there's been a pause in this connection. There's been I feel like there's non-communication. There's some healing. I just feel like it's a break. It's a break. We're taking a break. I think you were friends with this person. I think you've got a camaraderie with this person. And I think that either you or this person is current. I'm looking at your person. I'm going to keep my thoughts straight here. Again, if you're a cross watcher, you need to put this energy where you believe it belongs, because I'm reading the Gemini person. So the Gemini person in this situation is looking and reflecting on possibly where the breakdown happened. We were such good friends. We got along so well. Things were doing... Why? What's the breakdown here? Why is there non-communication? Taking time to reflect on the connection, on the friendship. Because 3 of Cups for me is camaraderie, it's community, it's a time in our lives when the person that we're talking about and ourselves was in a good place. And it's past energy. Somebody chose to withdraw. And to go within and kind of look at their life. Look at their tribe, I'm going to need clarifiers on this. Because I'm not sure... I mean, it looks so clear that they're in the past energy, and I don't know how far back in the past, but it's not current energy, it's previous energy. Somebody took a break. There's no communication. Somebody took a break to reflect and go within on this energy, and I'm not sure what this energy is, so I'll need a clarifier on this 3 of Cups. This is either a friendship, a community, yeah, I'm going to move on to the current energy. So the current energy is the sun. The sun is about clarity. It's about happiness, joy. Three of Pentacles is about collaborating, building. We've got 3 threes here. So only take this if it resonates, but it did come into my mind. 3s oftentimes can represent a third-party situation. So in the past energy, Gemini, somebody in this situation could have withdrawn because there's an extra energy, something else. Only take that if it resonates. We'll see in the clarifiers. But in the current energy, this person is the Gemini person. I believe is experiencing some kind of a wake-up call, an epiphany, an aha moment. And it's because of this pause. It's because of this reflection. There's transformation happening. These 3s. I'm here. It's weird for me because I channel energy and I feel like I remember when I was a little girl and I would watch, I think it was maybe Sesame Street, and they would do this little skit where they would say, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things just don't belong. And what's not belonging for me is this third energy. These 3s seem a little out of place in these two columns. This one, not so much. This is somebody who is looking to the future, but feels like their hands are tied. Like there was so much promise and potential here. Let me clarify these. All right, Spirit, clear, concise messages for the sign of Gemini in the month of May when it comes to their person on their heart and their mind. If we could get clarity into this situation, please. Clear, concise messages. It feels like this person is wanting to bring light back into the situation and rebuild it after an ending of some sort. Because here there's this respite, there's this timeout, there's this looking at this Three of Cups. And here is some kind of an aha moment, maybe, that this is really this makes them happy. They're wondering if it's over. Can it be rebuilt after the Tower? The Three of Pentacles for me as a reader, when it's mixed with the Tower. I need to look in the camera, Spirit says. Yeah, we're in, but just barely. Let's move that a little bit. Hold on, guys. There. For me personally, I meditated on the Rider-Waite Tarot. And in my meditation, I saw the Three of Pentacles as the foundation being rebuilt. We're not at the fourth pentacle. This is collaborating. This is working together. This is rebuilding the foundation after an ending, a Tower moment. The Hanged Man is somebody who's thinking about, who's becoming enlightened, who's looking at things differently. Here's somebody looking. Here's somebody looking. Here's somebody reflecting. The Tower mixed with the Death card here and the current energy is transformation. This is huge shifts in energy. But it comes about through an ending. The Death card is an ending that rebirths something. It's the rising of the phoenix. It's the caterpillar going within the chrysalis to transform and change. Somebody wants to change the dynamic of this situation. If this is somebody that in the past was friend-zoned, if you friend-zoned this person, or if they're part of just like a friendship or a part of the community, but they weren't the lover, they weren't the Two of Cups, they were kind of friend-zoned. They want to see it changed. It would make them very happy to see this Three of Cups change into the Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles here in the future. The 7 plus the 3 is a 10. This is future energy, is that they're waiting for an opportunity. Divine timing. It's like spirit or a situation dynamic in the future is restraining, holding this back until it's ready, until something matures, something on the horizon, full of potential. This could be self-sabotage, but this is already growing. This has already been, or is currently being, sown. All right, let's clarify. All right, Spirit, clear, concise messages for Gemini. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here? Queen of Swords. Why is the Three of Cups here? Why is the Three of Cups here? Why is the Three of Cups here? Oh my gosh, Three of Cups clarifying the Three of Cups. I need one more, Spirit. Why is the Three of Cups here? It's like Spirit saying, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. We have two queens. Again, if this is a third-party situation, you'll know. Tell me about the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here in the past? Spirit says no. Why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here looking? All right, how do you want to receive? Hold on. How do you want to receive? Ah, it's a wavering. Look at, the Hermit carries the star in its lantern, and here's the star. So, clarifying the Four of Swords is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, I'm not sure if that's who, you guys are going to have to place the players where they belong, all right, in this story. But the Queen is clarifying the Four of Swords. This is taking a break. This is somebody who put up a boundary, somebody who give me one more on the Queen of Swords. I feel like I've almost got it. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. I think I missed it. Hold on. In the past energy, who's the Queen of Swords? Why is she clarifying the Four of Swords? Ace of Swords. There's the Ace of Swords. So there was something said here. It was sharp. It was decisive. It brought clarity, or it was meant to bring clarity. There was a line drawn. Somebody said, I can only be friends right now. I feel like somebody was friend zoned. Somebody could have been giving to two people with the Six of Pentacles. That's giving, receiving. Somebody put a boundary up. Somebody said, listen, I'm not getting what I deserve. I'm not getting what I deserve. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to put you in the friend zone is what it feels like. I'm going to put you in the friend zone. Because there was an imbalance here. There was somebody who was, I believe this queen was giving too much. And the Star and the Four of Swords are both healing cards, and so isn't the Hermit. The Hermit is somebody that goes within to talk to God about its devils, about its problems, its dreams and hopes and healing. It's a healing card. It's a healing energy. I believe this Queen of Swords put a boundary up, spoke their truth about things being out of balance in the past. And this person, this Queen of Swords, wanted more than she was getting. Tell me about the Three of Cups again. Chariot. Yeah, balance. It's about balance. Six of Pentacles. The Chariot for me, you know, it feels like Spirit is holding somebody back, or there's been a boundary placed up that holds things back because there was not enough balance. Balance needed to be created, and somebody in this dynamic created that balance. Put up a boundary and said, time out, we need to take a break. I'm seeing the Star in this Chariot, the Star in the Star, and the Star in this Hermit. And so 3 stars. I'm getting 3s with this. You could be seeing 333. 3s could be a number that's often in your awareness, or there could be a third-party situation for some of you. And if there is, then somebody decided to friend zone. I just keep hearing friend zone. We're just going to keep this in the friend zone. Because it's out of balance. But there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of faith. There's a lot of reminiscing. There's healing happening here. Whoever put the boundary up, they did it to create an environment of change in order to balance out an imbalanced give and take in this relationship. All right, let's take a look at the Sun card. Clear, concise messages for Gemini with the Sun card, please. Tell me about the Sun card. Why is it here? Clear, concise messages for Gemini. Person on their mind in May. The Three of Wands, which we have here in the Future card. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Why is it here? The Hermit. Grr. 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 All right. Tell me about the Death card. Why is the Death card here? The Four of Swords. So everything in the now moment is becoming apparent. This person in the now moment is constructing a healing. They're going within. This was a catalyst, a realization that somebody in this situation it was out of balance. It was out of balance. Now this hermit, who was looking at the Four of Swords before, is now looking at the Three of Wands. With the Four of Swords behind them. So here they're facing their Four of Swords, and here they've faced it, and now they're looking to the future. Wanting to rebuild something that ended because I believe it was out of balance. And I believe there's been no communication, or communication has been reflective. Somebody over here created change. They created change by not accepting breadcrumbs. The give and take was out of balance. Queen of Cups versus Queen of Swords. This is somebody who said, I'm a loving, giving, nurturing person. I give and I give and I give. But in this situation, I was giving and all I was getting back was not enough. It was not enough. It was out of balance. So I put a boundary up. I spoke my truth and put a boundary up. It could be because there was a third-party situation, or it could be because this could be whoever created this, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, whoever created this said, so I feel like there's two different groups of people watching this. One group, I feel like this is just somebody you could work with, or I'm not seeing work, but this could be somebody in your friend zone. Speak to me, Spirit. So this could be one person hoping that another person in their community or in their friend circle it's like they're hoping to change the dynamic of the situation, hoping to speak their truth, hoping to communicate their innermost feelings. But I don't think that's everybody. I think the majority rule here is that this Queen of Swords put up a boundary, either because this other person was giving to too many people. Maybe there was a third-party situation, or maybe it just was breadcrumbing or out of balance. And so there was a need to speak the truth, or a truth was spoken, which created distance. It created a need to go within and to reflect and to look at the dynamic, the whole dynamic, in order to create some kind of change, in order to create forward movement and balance in a situation. So this, whoever went within and started spiritually looking at things, they were taking time to heal and look at their wish, their hopes for the future, their desires. And in the now moment, after careful reflection, now they're looking to the future. So the Hermit is clarifying the Three of Pentacles. This person, when they went within, they realized that they want to rebuild. They want a foundation. They want to work together. It could be a work dynamic. I don't know. It could be a friendship at work. But this is somebody who has discovered, who sees a future, who now sees a future for some of you after an ending, after taking a break, after possibly being blocked or shut out, or whatever whatever happened here in the past has created. This reflection has created a desire and an awareness. I want this. I want this in my future. My ship's coming in. This would make me happy. This, if my ships were to come in with this person, this would make me happy. This would light me up. This is my wish coming true. Tell me about the now energy, Spirit. What did this person realize in this quiet time, this reflecting? What did they realize? Clear, concise messages for Gemini. What did they realize? Ooh. How do you want to receive? Oh, wait a minute. I bounced it. Best out of 3. Come on, Spirit. All right, I'll take it in the upright. It came twice in the upright. Again, this could be a work dynamic. This could be that this person realizes that this is worth working on. This is worth putting time and energy into. This person could have gone within and did some inner work, some inner healing, some transforming, seeing things differently, seeing a future in something or someone. Wanting to work on healing this past energy. It's a very spiritual spread. I mean, we got the Star, which is Aquarius energy. The Chariot is Cancer. We got Virgo twice. We've got Leo. We got a lot here. We got Scorpio, Pisces. Scorpio twice. Right now, this person wants to work on this. They're working on it internally, and they're hoping to work on it in the future. 7 of Pentacles. Let me work on it and plant the seeds for the future. But there's fear here. So let's look at this future spread. Tell me about the 7 of Pentacles. Why is it here? Oh, now wait. I don't like that. That was sloppy. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles for my Gemini. Now we have the Seven of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. I know you can't see that. Let me try to squish all this in. All right, tell me about the Three of Wands. Three of Wands. The Lovers. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles is a harvest card. It's somebody here is working on creating either money, stability, security, but they're planting seeds for the future. They've planted seeds for the future. But there's options and choices because the Lovers is the choice card. And so again, it brings me back to there might be a third-party situation. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But there's a decision here that needs to be made that somebody is struggling with. Somebody's feeling incapable of deciding. They're confused. They can't see which way to go. But there's love here. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. The Eight of Cups. Again, there's a decision to end something. Is it over? Should I invest? Should I, like, there's a decision here. Like, I don't know. Is this going to come back around? Are we going to be able to rebuild this? Are we going to be able to have this? Is this going to show up in the future? Is it growing? Did I waste my time? Was my investment worth it? Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups. I'm confused. I need to make a decision. Should I invest or should I walk away? What do I do? Tell me about the Eight of Swords. The Fool. And the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so I don't know the whole story, but I do know that there are two people. There's actually, this is one person's energy is dominant here. There is a person who feels as if they want to make a new beginning. They want to try over. They want to rebuild. They want to bring something back into a sturdy foundation because it makes them happy. They want to be able to move forward, but they feel stuck. They want a new beginning. Something happened in the past that is creating huge transformation and shifts in this dynamic, in this person. This has been an awakening for this person. Three cards, Spirit, just to sum this up for me. Three cards, clear, concise messages. Three cards to sum up this. So we've got Nine of Wands with exhaustion. Three cards to clarify some. There's that Queen of Swords again. And the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, this is not the Queen of Swords. Yes, it is. And there's the King of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Exhaustion, morality, and understanding. This person might have a choice between two different people. Somebody who is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign, and there's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But this is like exhaustion. If this is your energy, you're tired, you're exhausted, trying to hold a boundary, trying to be, it's like, I don't want to be understanding. I'm tired. I want this person to balance things out. I want this person to see my value. I want this person to do the work. I want this person to go within and create change. I want this person to reach out. I want this person to see clearly instead of being confused. They need to make a choice, and that choice needs to be to choose me. Six of Swords, the burden and patience. Ten of Swords, rebirth. So again, we've got the Seven of Pentacles in 3 different tarot decks. Patience. I'm tired. I can't keep doing this the way I've been doing it. We can't keep doing this the way we've been doing it. Something needs to change. This person needs to change. Balance needs to be had. I understand that this person, what is the burden? This person could be going through something, a healing process. No, it's a choice. It's a choice. With the Magician, I understand that things will never get better with this person until they choose to create the life. The ball's in this person's court. Somebody in this reading is saying, I'm tired of being the one that does the right thing. I'm tired of holding the line. I'm tired of breadcrumbs. I'm tired of waiting for this person to recognize me, to see me, to want to heal what's going on. I want this person to understand that the burden is on them to decide, to choose me, to choose to create with me, to create and choose what they want. You're waiting, or your person is waiting for alignment. One person kind of sees the writing on the wall and knows that they can't keep giving to this situation, because if they do, nothing ever changed. And so they put a boundary up. They spoke their truth. They're holding a line, but they have hope for the future. They have hope for the future. They're willing to wait for this new beginning, and they're willing to walk away, choose to walk away, until the other person is in alignment with creating a future. There's stubbornness here with the Queen of Swords twice, but we got the Queen of Cups twice too. So there's unconditional love, there's understanding, there's intuition. One person is awakened in this reading and one person is not. One person took a stand in order to create an awakening, and the other person, it's like, listen, you can choose me, or you can... No, it's like, I know that we're... Tell me about the person who's holding the line, Spirit. Tell me about the person holding the line. Holding the boundary. Five of Swords, comparison, and completion. Again, some of you are in a third-party situation. It's me or them. You have to choose me or them. I'm patient. I'm willing to wait, but I'm not willing to be the other person. Comparison. There could be a past life connection between you and this person. Nobody's winning in this situation. Five of Swords for me is a hollow victory. It is a victory, but it's a hollow victory. It's like I stood up for myself. I put up boundaries. I spoke my truth, but I'm still here. Waiting for something to shift and change. For the other person to awaken, for the other person to see me. And if they can't, then I'm willing to walk away. I'm willing to walk away from this Lover's card. But there's hope here. There's a lot of hope, and there's a lot of like an intuitive knowing that you believe, or they believe, that they either believe you're going to return or you believe they're going to return. That this might be temporary. Waiting for the other person to awaken, maybe spiritually. There's that another 4. 4s are about foundation, stability. Four of Cups again. It's needing to make a decision. It's in this deck, it's going within. Again, Hermit energy, going within to decide. The Master. All right, I just think, Gemini, that you're waiting for the other person to awaken, or if this is a cross watcher, you guys decide who is who in this situation, but that's what I believe. I believe that there are two people here who they've crossed paths for a very spiritual awakening, a very spiritual connection. This could be somebody in your friend zone, or somebody that you friend zoned, or they friend zoned you. This is somebody who put up a boundary and said, I don't want to deal with this anymore. This is breadcrumbing. This is out of balance. It's not fair. It's not what I want. It's not what I need. But there's hope for the future. It's like, I know this person is going through something. And I know, or I intuitively feel like change is occurring, or change will occur, because this person's going through something. They're either breaking up or needing to break up with another person, or a divorce, or they're standoffish, elusive. Tell me about the Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? King of Cups, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Some of you. Only take it if it resonates. But this is somebody who's looking at their inner feelings, their inner emotions, I feel like it's an awakening. This is patience. I need to be patient and wait. For awareness is what it feels like, for awareness. What are my feelings? What are their feelings? I'm telling you, this person, there could be competition. This person could be married to someone else. That's not for everybody. Spirit's telling me that's not for everybody. But this is somebody who has commitment issues, and the other person's waiting for a solid commitment. Hope for the future. Hope for commitment. Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here? What is creating this Tower? Please, clear, concise messages for my viewers. In the month of May, what's creating this Tower? Again. Oops. How do you want to receive? Yeah, it's come out 3 times in reverse. So, some of you are waiting for another relationship to end. Or, because Spirit's telling me that's not everybody. You're waiting for this person to decide to commit. But the Tower with the King of Pentacles in reverse, and we got the Queen of Pentacles here, I think some of you could be dealing with somebody who's in a committed relationship that's failing, that's falling apart with someone else. Or this could be somebody you were in a committed relationship with and it fell apart. And now in your heart, you feel like it's going to come back together again. Like there's an opportunity, or at least there's hope and faith for a future. 3 to the 4 of Wands. But again, it's about awareness. It's about clear communication. It's about knowing what you want. It's about making a decision that's difficult, seeing things clearly. Divine Feminine, yeah, it's about seeing your value, seeing your worth, if it's you, seeing someone's value and worth. So I think I've got this story straight. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. For the month of May, I'm going to take a look at actions. What is the most likely actions? Well, actually, oh, look at the Empress again. There is growth happening in this. Somebody is spiritually awakening and growing because of this. I want to take a look, Spirit, at Gemini's person, their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, and their next action in the month of May. What actions, what thoughts, what feelings, what intentions, just for the month of May, please. Thoughts, feelings, intentions, and actions in the month of May. Bottom of the deck is 9 of Cups. Wish fulfilled. We'll see. So their thoughts is they think it's over. They're hurting because they think it's over. And again, if you're a cross watcher, that could be your energy. Oh, in their heart space, it's like, I want to create change. I want to take control. I want to possibly manipulate and make things happen. It's masculine energy. It's doing, it's creating, it's sometimes manipulation, doesn't have to be. I'm going to clarify. What are we creating? So something that was over, we want to breathe life back into. We want to fire it up again. We want to get it back on track. Actions. Again, there's the Queen of Swords. Holding a boundary, speaking their truth. It is communication. But it's communication that can be a little bit definitive, stubborn, but with good cause. She's the queen of been there, done that, bought the t-shirt and the beer koozie. There's the Empress again, again and again and again. Pisces energy again. Virgo and, oh, I don't remember. Aries, maybe? Aries and Virgo energy. Let's clarify this. For my Geminis in the month of May, please. For my Geminis in the month of May. Their thoughts. Justice. You got to make it right. Their feelings. Ace of Wands. I want to light it up. I want to light it up. I want to breathe life back into this. I want to see growth. I want to take action. Intentions. Ace of Cups. Look at all the aces. I want a new beginning. I want to light it up. I want to emotionally invest. If this is a cross-watcher, I am getting cross-watcher energy with Gemini this month. Then this is this queen holding this sort of truth, saying, you know, things have to be right. Things have to be fair. You have to... We can't breathe life back into this unless you choose a new beginning. This has to be the creator. Remember, the creator has to create this because it's the right thing to do. Make whatever didn't work right again. Tell me about actions. There is no action. Wheel of Fortune. This is a very destined lesson. This is a very spiritual connection. It's a spiritual lesson for whoever is the one that was breadcrumbing, whoever is the one that was wishy-washy, confused, not able. And if there's a third-party situation, it's you know, it is waiting. It's waiting to, it's a boundary that somebody has placed because they want what's right. And they're willing to wait for divine timing to make this happen. But somebody here, so I believe that somebody is holding a boundary. Somebody's holding a boundary. It's like the ball is in the other person's court. The ball is in the other person's court. Time to awaken and see the injustice, the unfairness of the imbalance of the situation. And if it's somebody who's in a committed relationship, this is somebody that is saying, I will not accept that. I will not participate in that. I want to do what's right. I'm willing to walk away and end it. I want to clarify one more time. For justice. We have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands. And the Seven of Cups. All right. I got the message. It's already been... It's like Spirit's telling me the story again. It's like, I am a giver. If there is two people involved, it's definitely a water sign and an air sign. But this is somebody who's confused. This is somebody who can feel and intuit that this is not over, that this is not over, that something's going to be balanced out in this. But there's confusion around action. It's like, bring the wand, bring it. You're the creator. You need to bring it. And there's also this feeling of being a player. It's like, you know, is it all sex or is there true emotion here? The Fool on the bottom of the deck. That's that Ace energy. Tell me about the Magician and the Ace of Wands. There's a Queen of Wands. So one person in this dynamic has made up their mind. Empress and Queen of Wands. They know their worth. They know their value. They're like, you need to come toward me because I'm worthy. And I'm telling you, some of you guys, this is about a divorce, a breakup, a decision to break up a home, a family. This could have been somebody you were married to. But this is definitely, I mean, this queen, she can be the other queen sometimes. She can be the other person. And this is like, I don't want to be the other person. I want to be the main person. So I'm not going to chase, I'm going to attract. I know my value. This is, the ball's in the other person's court. They have to choose. They have to make a decision and they have to create it. And it feels like it's what they want. It's a wish fulfilled. Tell me about the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands for intention. Three of Wands again. King of Pentacles again. Judgment. There it is. It's all there still after shuffling. It's like I know my value. I know my worth. I feel like I've been left out, or they feel like, it's like you've made them feel like they were left out in the cold. Now they've got to do the work. They got to bring down the tower on a possible committed relationship, a family. But this is definitely an awakening. This is an awakening. Somebody is waiting, patiently waiting, intuitively waiting for this to renew itself, for new, fresh energy in the future. Tell me about the Hanged Man with the Queen of Swords. And there they go. Thank you, Spirit. I am getting two energies from this. Two different timelines. So this is about a breakup. We're going from the 3 to the 4 of Wands again. Now we've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. So this is somebody who needs, somebody who's holding a boundary until this person sees the light. They need to see the light about the 4 of Wands in reverse. It could be a divorce. I don't want to be a home wrecker. I want you to choose me, or at least make your choice. Judgment, make your choice. And look at the bottom of the deck. It's all there again. There's that King of Cups, 2 of Wands, 8 of Swords, going within, looking at the dynamic, looking at maybe the maybe reconciling, I don't know. Healing, awakening, doing the work, feeling lost and alone, ghosted. All right, guys, I can't keep beating at this because it seems pretty clear. I'm dealing with 2 different Geminis this month. There's some of you who are in a third-party situation, and there are some of you that are just in a karmic lesson of learning your value, learning your worth, holding a boundary, trusting your intuition, divine timing, learning a karmic lesson, finding clarity. So I'm going to get you some messages from your person. Remember, this is just the month of May, so things can change in the future, and we do see a lot of futuristic cards. But there's a lesson that has to be learned here about how to treat people. Knowing your worth, your value, knowing you deserve to be treated better, aligning with somebody that treats you better, being willing to walk away from somebody if they don't treat you better. Let's get you messages from your person. Messages from your person. The person on your heart and mind. Messages from the person on your heart and mind. All right, I'm going to take just that top one. I look for you everywhere. Just being near you is intoxicating. Messages. Oh, man. A lot of popping going on here. I am becoming a better person. Absolutely. That's the whole lesson right there. And I am not available. I know I messed everything up. Some of you, I don't think this will, well, this could be I'm not emotionally available. This could be I've been, oh, look, the timing just wasn't right for us. I messed everything up. I wasn't available. I'm becoming a better person. I look for you everywhere. Being near you is intoxicating. We had the Ace of Wands several times. We had the Queen of Wands. The players in this. So the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups could all be one person. Or for some of you, it's a choice between 2 people. And one of those people, I believe the Queen of, well, I don't know, to be honest. To be honest, I don't know which one, but one of them, for those of you dealing in a third-party situation, one of those people is learning their value. They're holding a boundary. They're realizing that they can no longer allow themselves to be breadcrumbed or friend-zoned or whatever. Messages from your person, the person on your heart and mind in the month of May. I miss you, do you? That's the 8 of Wands, communication. Ace of Swords. How many times has that Ace of Swords showed up in your reading? This is about truth and clarity and speaking and knowing what to do. It's seeing the light. It's an aha, epiphany. I'm ready. I need more time. There's the decision, right? It's the wavering back and forth, back and forth. I need more time, but no, I'm ready. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I think this person's been in and out, up and down, round and round. Tell me about Gemini's person in the month of May. Sun, grateful. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, so be thankful for the now. Engagement and marriage. This could be somebody you were married to, or they're currently in another commitment. Or this could be somebody that you're waiting for them to be grateful for you and to commit to you. For my Geminis in the month of May, tell me. Hand of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Take a chance, a risk, being strategic. See, that's that Mercury, that's that magician energy. Creating something, taking a risk, options. Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. You guys are karmically connected. This is a lesson. It's a spiritual lesson about self-worth, boundaries, and healing the inner child, being a catalyst for an awakening. Wedding rings, again, holy crap. We got engagement, marriage here. We got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So you put that in your situation where it belongs. We had that 8 of Pentacles several times. So we've got hammer, sabotage. That's that tower. Rebuilding, 3 of Pentacles. Interrogation, Queen of Swords. Repetitive cycles. Persistent. Working on it. This isn't over. It's not over. It's not over. There's a lesson to be learned here, and I don't think Spirit's going to release either one of you from the soul contract until the lesson is learned. And I think the lesson is that one person needs to step up and the other person needs to be willing to emotionally withdraw and walk away until they do. All right. I'm going to get you a spirit animal. And some advice. Listen to that wind out there making my whole trailer. All right, we have dragonfly, magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is within me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. See, this is about awakening. It's about spiritual transformation. All right, advice, please, for my Geminis. Advice. Advice for Gemini. Ooh, too many, but I'll take that first one. Spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind. See that 8 of Swords. And freely and lovingly embrace new situations. See your person, or you, because it could be you. And then, so somebody is overthinking and they're stuck in their mind. They need to free themselves and move toward Three of Wands, move toward, decide, decisively move forward to lovingly embrace new situations. Renewal. Bottom of the deck is elevation. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration to love. All right. Do I want one more for you? Nope, two more, Spirit says. All right, I'll do it. One more for Gemini. In your wake, flying high, safe shelter. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing. Bottom of the deck, travel, promotion, reaching goals. Spirit's like, yay, just keep on moving. In your wake tells me that as you fly high, as you reach new levels, as you move forward, as you reach new goals, this person is in your wake. You're making it easier for this person to do the work because you did it first. And you are divinely protected. Safe shelter. All right, one more. Just the flyer. Okay. Well, you didn't have to throw it on the floor. Seems like there's an awful lot of stuff being thrown around. Intentions. Today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make of today whatever I want. My intention for the day is blank. Write your intention and tape this card behind your door so you may remember as you leave your house. Again, you're being told to set your intentions and to focus on you and to move forward. This person will follow in divine timing. I see so much of a connection between you. Can I get a timing card? I hate timing because time doesn't really exist, but we can get a timing card, and if it resonates, take it. If it don't, then chuck it in the F it bucket. Haha, we have April. That's the month that we are currently in. It says, water your hopes and watch them start to bloom. Planting, nurture, blossom. Listen, didn't I tell you? Seven of Pentacles. How many times? Water, nurture. It's planting, nurturing, and watering. Taking care of your hopes. We had the star. It's like you know. And bottom of the deck, open doors. The door is unlocked. So just walk through it. Journey. Look, we have travel. We have journey, passage, access. I think you're planting seeds because we have Virgo time, August 23rd through September 22nd. Set realistic goals to reach. Practical, organized, in details. I think something's going to shift for you, possibly. Currently, you're shifting your thoughts and planting and nurturing for the future. But maybe, just maybe, take it if it resonates, leave it if it don't. Maybe something's shifting and changing because you're planting seeds, or your person's planting seeds for the future, and setting intentions and holding the vision. Not waiting. Waiting is counterproductive, but there you can be productively waiting, meaning that you take care of what you need to take care of. You do what you need to do. You focus on you, focus on yourself, and allow this to kind of mature on its own. And for some of you, there might be a third-party situation, or this could be somebody that you were previously in a long-term committed relationship with. But take it as it resonates, because I don't think that's for everybody. Some of you are just moving toward a union state, and others of you are patiently awaiting your person to end another committed relationship before they can fully commit to you and there's a friend zone happening. All right, so I love you guys. I hope this resonates. Please drop me a comment down below. If you'd like to book your, remember this is a collective reading. If some of it resonates and some of it don't, but you would like to dive deeper into it, please reach out to get your own personal private reading. My cards never lie. I channel. I'm pretty good at what I do. And so if you would like to really get the meat and potatoes instead of the side dish, reach out and book your own reading. Everything you need to do that is in the description box below. I do have a Patreon page where I do extra content each week. There are various levels you can join. If you believe you're a twin flame, you can join at the 1111 or higher. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, I do a free 15-minute reading, one question only, for anybody that donates from my Amazon wish list. There's all kinds of stuff. Just go down and delve deep into my description and see if anything down there interests you. Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you on the next upload. Namaste.